Yeah. 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 Jason E. Photography said Wolf Gray just right out the gate. I ain't here for that tonight, Jason. You know what I'm here for? I'm trying to listen to everybody else's music tonight. Because everybody's always sending me music. Everybody always asking, can I hear they shit? Etc. Etc. We ain't here. Alright? I want to get to it. But I ain't eat yet. So y'all got rock with me. But we here, y'all. We out this motherfucker. First, let me check a couple things. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? Everything good? My shit say y'all can hear me, but I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. So y'all gotta let me know. Yeah. They can hear me. Ace, my guy, you can hear me? Audio good. All right, I like that. All right. So last week, on Friday, I did a little bit of review. And it was dope. I had fun. So I was like, you know what? I didn't get to every song, so I'm coming back. And I'm going to review the rest of the songs. Pardon me, y'all. I might have to make this a weekly thing, but right now I don't know what my time is looking like. I'm still trying to finish my album, etc., etc., etc. So I'm not going to commit to like a schedule yet of like, hey, I'm doing this every Friday night, but I still got more songs to hear, so we're going to do that. Y'all want to get right into it? We got I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you, Picasso on YouTube. Appreciate you, my boy. All right, so first up, we got Young Stacks with a song called Bounce Back. I'm not sure if I listened to this last week or not, but we just going to start with this. So we going to go to Bounce Back from Young Stacks. Hold on, because it looks like my chat ain't popping up the way I want it to on IG. So let me fix that real quick. Okay, nah, it's cool. All right, cool. All right, so we're going to get into this. We're going to get into Young Stacks Bounce Back. Hope you in the chat. Be hard. I did hear this last week. I heard this last week. Bro, what up? All right, I did hear this last week. Listen, if y'all gonna be in the chat, y'all gotta tell y'all feedback, because these artists ain't just listen. They don't just want y'all to just hear it. They want y'all to tell them what you think, because y'all probably never heard of these artists, right? it's very important to an artist to get some non-biased feedback. So make sure y'all type it in the chat what y'all think. Yo, the mix too loud. I personally feel like this joint, the 808s is too loud. I really can't hear his vocals. The mix ain't that good. And it seemed a little predictable. Bounce back and feel that kick back. Nah, I'm not feeling that too much. But it's cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's Bounce Back by Young Stacks. So we gonna go to the next joint because we already heard that. List LDG. All right, so what I've been trying to do, I did like the beat, bro. So what I've been trying to do is when I got somebody that I know them, I be trying, if I recorded it, then I be trying not to judge it like that because I already heard it. You know what I mean? I'm already used to it. But Liz is saying, let's read her note. I recorded the song on my phone. Definitely need a 3-hour session with you as soon as possible if you have anything available or if you back in Jersey. So I'm not back in Jersey until mid-January. But we about to hear what Liz did. We ain't gonna judge this like a regular song because she said she recorded it on her phone. She want to re-record it. So we gonna judge this just based off the idea, y'all. So this Liz LDG with No Rest.
Silvo, this is dangerous.
Pain in my eyes, fuck for the net, pain in my heart. I be hiding that shit with these tears that I cry.
Be hard as shit.
I buried them feelings alive. The way that you thought them, the way that you see me, not really the person inside. I see you judge me and here's why. Too many be spreading the lies and instead of confronting, they gon' switch your sides. You know they gon' wait till you die. They be plotting on every move and won't make a move to make shit right. Feeling gon' hit when your heart cold enough, life bottled up, your mind on a trip. No drugs at it, but the lost status ain't no money coming in. Too many trying to come for you, trying to pick at you, that's how the shit can get. I say that feeling gon' hit. When your heart cold enough, life bottled up, mind on a trip. With no drugs at it, but the lost status ain't no money coming in. So many trying to come for you, trying to pick and choose how the shit can get. Whoa. Pain in my eyes, fuck feeling that pain in my heart. I be hiding that shit with these tears that I cry. Let's go. I bury those feelings alive. The way that you thought and the way that you see me, not really the person inside. I see you judge me and here's why. So many be spending their lives.
All right, try not to play too much, especially on IG, so they don't kick me off. But Liz, fire. Now I fuck with Liz already, so I might be a little biased. Matt, what up, bro? I fuck with Liz already, so I might be a little biased, but I fuck with that joint. The beat was hard as shit right from the rip. I feel like you should have talked a little bit in the intro or said something just to let people know you about to come in. But other than that, shit fire. That shit was fire. I ain't got nothing negative to say about that. Obviously, the mix and all that shit could have been better, but she already said she wants to re-record it with me, so we're not even gonna judge that. The view out the window is legit. Let me tell you something about this view. It's fucking amazing. Hold on, let me turn my lights off. Hold on. Just so y'all can really see what this view is looking like. You know what I mean? All right. So that was Liz, LDG. Hey, Liz, we gonna record that. We're gonna record that ASAP. All right, next up. Oh, let's send another one. I forgot last week I was letting people send two in. All right, so there's another one. This is called Pain. She said she recorded this on her phone too. I want to hear her voice more. Yeah, she already, we ain't even gonna talk about the mix because she already said she gonna re-record it with she gonna re-record it with me. Let me not even talk my shit. This ain't about me. Tonight ain't about me. We do that talking shit on the Cook Up Show. We do that on the Cook Up Show. Tonight is about other artists. So listen to another one and we're gonna listen to that one. It's called Pain. This one's a YouTube link. Oh, it's a video.
Loyalty is a must. If you talk about trust, you have to move it. On my time while they start moving crazy. Hoping and hoping the feelings evolving because of the hope God gave me. Went through betrayal, that's why I'm not meant for everybody. They quit to just judge me. Far from perfect, I know that I'm worth it. That's something I gotta believe in me. Trying to stay focused on my heart and hoping distractions really be provoking me. Know that I'm destined for greatness when I turn to music and introduce LDG. Feeling this beat through my veins, start hitting my soul. Hearing the pain I speak. Smoking this weed to the head, I'm trying to do zone. People just let me be. A bitch in my head.
Yo, this is so dope, y'all.
Trying to mute these thoughts in my conscience. Feeling like I'm always a topic. Feeling that pain in my body. Numbing that.
Yo, Liz, you already know. Liz, I've told you several times that I think you got it. You got that thing. Like, I could hear not just the passion, not just like the delivery. I could hear like how much you really trying to do this shit. Like, and that shit means a lot. Like how much effort you putting into it. Look, you cooking up songs on the phone that speaks to a different type of hunger. You know that ain't your last stop either. Some people is cooking up shit on the phone and they refuse to do anything else. They're like, yo, I cooked it up on the phone because that's the most easiest, most convenient thing for me to do. And it's like, well, the studio's right there. It only costs this. It only costs that. And then they just like, nah, I ain't trying to do that. That's not who I'm talking about. Liz ain't one of them people. Liz is like, yo, I'm cooking up on the phone. I don't got the money to be spending in the studio all crazy if I don't know the song right. So I'm cooking on the phone. If I get something that's fired, then I'm going to the studio. I'm doing that, whatever. You know what I mean? We all in a position where we ain't got money to waste, all right? Nobody, I don't think anybody in this country really got bread to waste like that right now. You know what I mean? So I fuck with Liz. I fuck with her effort and she going hard. I fuck with both of those joints. I do think the beat on that last one was a little bit harder. But whatever. Shout out to Liz. All right, so next up is Rocky, Lab Coat. Let's hear what Rocky got to say. It's another YouTube link. What is this? Oh, it's Apple Music, John. Let's go.
Yo, turn the beat up.
Show y'all the artwork.
Rocky, nigga. Put on my lap coat and I go to work. This shit gets surgical. I was trapping, putting in that work. I up the curb. I be in a rush, so I ain't trying to talk when I be serving you. Don't tell nobody you my fucking op. I never heard of you. Nowadays I let my people talk. The money speaking up. Conversation what you paying for. We ain't speaking much. I'm the same nigga you hated on. Stop trying to dab me up. Getting money.
Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let me know what y'all think in the chat.
Put on my lap coat and I go to work. This shit gets surgical. I was trapping, putting
hey,
in
Matt,
that
good
work.
seeing you, bro.
I be in a rush, so I ain't trying to talk when I be serving you. Don't tell nobody you my fucking op. I never heard of you. Ain't go to school to be a doctor. Trap house for my residence. I ain't never clean a wound, but I could clean up evidence. They been calling me a goat. I guess this shit been evident. Niggas posting pics on Instagram just to stay relevant. Put on my lab coat and I go to work. This shit gets surgical. I was trapping, putting in that work. I up the curb. I be in a rush, so I ain't trying to talk when I be serving you. Don't tell nobody you my fucking op. I never heard of you.
All right. That was Rocky. It's Rocky with Lab Coat. I ain't mad at it. If I have to do anything, like put another name to it or whatever for people to like kind of recognize it for the lane that it belongs in, I feel like the closest place that I could put it, and it don't really sound like him, but just the flow and the emotion of it, I felt like it was not even the emotion, just kind of more of the flow. I felt like it was kind of ESTG a little bit to me, but I don't like putting names on other artists' names. It's like, because y'all know that happens to me all the time with Joyner Lucas and whoever else people feel like saying I sound like. So I don't really want to do that, but that is what jumped out to me originally. Quick note for any artist that's looking at this. I'm looking at his Apple Music. Why ain't your lyrics there, bro? People love reading lyrics when they discover new music. When they're listening to new music, people want to click on the lyrics, so they want to read along. An average listener ain't going to catch everything you're saying. Even if you speak in crystal clear, they're not going to be able to digest what you're saying and hear the next bar. So people like being able to go back and read the lyrics just to see at a glance what you're talking about. That's real important for new listeners. So make sure y'all are adding lyrics to your songs so that people can follow along with it. R&B, rap, whatever it is, pop songs, I don't care. Rock songs, I don't care. Add your lyrics. It's mad important. It's you leaving money on the table. Some people don't even want to listen to the song if the lyrics ain't there. All right, so make sure y'all are adding lyrics so that people can follow along with it. All right, but it's Rocky with Lab Coat. I like the song. Your mix sound good. I'm glad to see it up on Apple Music. I'm glad that you got some dope cartoon style artwork, something a little bit different. You know what I mean? So that was dope. And we're gonna go right to the next one. But shout out to this Rocky. That was dope. Gonna give him a round of applause. All right. Drowning Out Tuesday. Follow Me. I think I know Drowning Out Tuesday. I'm pretty sure I know this artist. He does rock music. I'm pretty sure he's a guitar player. But yeah, let's listen to it. Follow Me, Drowning Out Tuesday. Let's see what we got. This one opened up on Spotify. We about to rock it.
I see in no reflection the silhouette I became. A hollow man with nothing and no one to blame. I'm tired of the darkness and who stands here today? There's something deep inside me with something left to say. This is not the time for me to be weak. All that still inside me, I still feel it. When I look in the mirror, I see inside it the man I have denied, who I know I should be. Come and follow me. When I look in the mirror, I see inside the man I have denied, who I know I should be. Come and follow me.
Damn. That shit was fire. Couple notes. If I gotta be, specific, I got a couple notes. Mix sounded great on the instrumental. Then I felt like the vocals made it sound a little too loud. I didn't like the pre-chorus either. Other than that, I thought the joint was dope. So round of applause. Those are the only two notes I got. The beat was dope, arrangement was dope. I like the singer's voice. I like how strong the guitar was. It was really just, when everything was there, it got a little too loud for me, and it kind of got disturbing. Now, that's just a personal preference. I don't know if that will bother anybody else, especially a hardcore rock fan. You know what I mean? So that's just what I like. I like my vocals to kind of sit in the middle. I'm more of a rapper though, so I want the lyrics and everything to be completely like evened out or even in front. You know what I mean? But that joint was fire. The beat was fire. I like this. I like the lyrics. I like the singer's voice. I like the hook. The pre-hook was a little weak to me. I like the flow. I like that, but it's just, I was waiting for it to go up. I felt like it should have just went right to the hook. But that's just my opinion. So shout out to Drowning Out Tuesday, and we on to the next. I'm trying to go a little quicker because I want to try to get through these yarns. I got to be off of here probably by 9:45, 10 o'clock. So We're gonna rock till then. We're gonna see how many we get. We're gonna see what we can get to, all right? This is called Dear Summer by an artist named FJ. Real quick, sometimes I randomly do this. Let's go to FJ's IG. Okay, we got some notepads with pens and looks like song lists and lyrics and stuff like that. Okay, we gonna Therapoetry. Looks like the name of the last project that dropped. We're gonna get into this next one from FJ. It's called Dear Summer. It's a YouTube link, so let's see. Let me know what y'all think in the comments too.
Therapoetry, a portmanteau of therapy and poetry, referring to the practice of using poetry as a tool for emotional exploration.
South London in the building.
Therapoetry functions similarly to journaling, but with the added power of language, rhythm, and imagery. Talk your talk, FJ.
Dear Summer, I know you miss me, but I ain't taking you back, cause we got history. You left my head back spinning like a frisbee. 2012 I held an L when I was dwelling in a cell in 2016. 2020 in division went misty. Ray-Ban for life, I went skitsy. Rooftop and I went crispy. Late night scheming with the felons and the demons, it was risky. How I made it out alive, it's a mystery. So you can miss me, but I ain't on it no more. I don't want it no more. Trying to count 100 racks like I ain't done it before.
Right.
Big man thing on a big bang thing. I mean, I'm trying to make something out of nothing. I ain't done it before. Summer before, the summer before. I was coming before, then I was coming for more. On the come up, if you're coming for war, then I'm coming to score. For sure, brother, I'ma keep it nothing shorter than
Alright, I gotta keep these short. I was trying to let it rock. I gotta keep them short. I'm not mad at it. It seemed like it started getting a little too technical for me. I love the flow. I love how conversational it was. It started getting a little too rhymey for me, and it started losing the feeling or the message to me because it started rhyming a little bit too much to me. Like, not that rhyming a lot of syllables and everything like that is ever a bad thing, right? But just make sure that they don't lose the whole point of the song too. Like, I'm following along with it, but then I started getting lost in I'm coming for more. It was summer before. We was running the store. Then we run to the door. We was jumping the horse. But you know what I mean? It started getting a little too much of that. But other than that, I got zero critiques. The beat was fire, super mellow. I like the explanation in the beginning of the joint, like explaining what Therapoetry is. I like that title. I talked last week about the importance of titles. And the importance of the fact that even on a platform like this little platform that I'm working on right now, right? The first thing that I see is the title, Dear Summer. So it's not even the cover. I don't even see the cover. I don't hear the beat first. I don't know what the song's about first. Definitely don't hear the bars first. I see the title. Titles are so fucking important. And it's something that people sleep on. It's like such a crazy, crazy important part of the song, and people just kind of like disregard it, like, oh yeah, just call it this. And it's like, oh, make that title something intriguing. You know what I mean? Dear Summer, the first thing I thought was like, is this the Jay-Z freestyle? You know what I mean? Is this like is this over the Dear Summer beat? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know, because I'm a whole fan. So that's the first Dear Summer that I think of. But regardless, joint was dope. I liked it. And that's FJ, right? The artist FJ. All right, so we gonna go to the next joint. It's FJ again, and he got one called Still Searching. I'm guessing it's off the same project, so we gonna hear what this one is, all right? We're getting a little FJ preview.
Therapoetry isn't just about processing a past or present. It's a powerful tool for exploring the future and expressing desires. As you acknowledge the uncertainties, counter them with verses of hope.
Where you been?
Express your unwavering belief in the possibility of love, trusting that the Most High has a plan for your connection, even if the timing is unclear.
Where you been all my life? I've been waiting for you. Late nights wide awake, I've been praying for you. Better late than never, yeah, but never late is better. And heaven knows I've been been through hell and back just to make it to you. Not into hiding and seeking, I guess I'm playing with
Love
you.
that flow.
Still searching, I ain't playing to lose, but you're way overdue. You got the leading role in Love's Greatest Episode, but I ain't holding no auditions, I'll just save it for you. I made a couple wrong moves on my way to you. I took a couple wrong turns, I'll keep it straighter with you. My ETA got delayed, what can I say, it's complicated, but I promise I'll be there sooner or later for you. I can't wait to get
I love that
acquainted
flow.
with
Hold
you.
on, bring that back,
I
bring that
don't
back.
even know your
Cause y'all gotta hear what he's
ETA
doing.
got delayed, what can I say, it's complicated.
Like he's doing like it's like this is like a real poetry-esque thing with the way he's doing the schemes. Like he's son of the 8 of you, women of the moon, but I waited for you. Something in the wrong, sitting along, kind of bronze, sitting bronze, that the data through you. You know what I mean? It's like that's like real poetry shit. That's like a lyric. This is a lyricist that we dealing with right now, y'all.
Moves on my way to you. I took a couple wrong turns, I'll keep it straighter with you. My ETA got delayed, what can I say, it's complicated, but I promise I'll be there sooner or later for you. I can't wait to get acquainted with you.
Like internal rhymes and internal rhyme schemes is
and I heard
dope.
say the good fate awaits those who have faith, so do me a favor and stay patient till I make it to you. We haven't met, but in my mind there's a painting of you. It's kind of vague in a way I can't really explain. Picture perfect with a heavenly frame. Timeless work of art, yeah, they'll remember your name. A pure heart of gold with an old soul, getting better with age. Yeah, I know I got incredible taste.
Scoops,
And I
that's
know you
cool.
got
Everything ain't for
pretty eyes
everybody,
and
you know
I've
what I
cried
mean?
one too many.
I'm not a big fan, and I'm not trying to let this run too long, FJ, because I don't want to get too flagged on all these platforms or whatever. But dope. I'm not a big fan of poetry, right? But I also learned that I can't judge people's music, especially being a producer and an engineer. I can't judge people's music based on just what I like, right? I gotta judge it on, can I hear other people enjoying this? And I think that there's a big audience out there, especially today with Kendrick starting to lead the charge as far as how many people are interested in more jazzy things, more neo-soulish production, more musical and more poetry influence, you know what I mean? And not just Kendrick. I don't want to just put it like Kendrick's the only one doing that. J. Cole's been on that. Crit. There's like a bunch of people that type of lane fits, and this fits right into that lane. I can see the thing that's dope about that is you could probably perform some of these songs at a poetry night. You know what I mean? So it automatically starts getting you into more worlds and more, instead of just having to be at the open mic night with all the drill rappers and whatever other type of rapper. It's like, damn, I might find more of my fans in the poetry lane because I'm writing these joints like letters. Even all my lyric videos are connected with the letters, and I got their poetry intros on all the songs and stuff like that, explaining the different concepts of whatever. So it's dope. Like, I definitely appreciate the artist. The music's not for me, right? But I definitely appreciate the artistry that's going into the music. You know what I mean? So I fuck with that. An example that I always give, Scoops, about like what I was just saying, about like how I can't judge the music just based off if I like it. I got to judge the music in this type of platform. And in the part of career that I'm at, I got to judge the music based off if other people like it. The example I always give is Soulja Boy. Because if Soulja Boy would have walked into my studio back in 2007, 2008, whenever Superman or whatever the fuck it's called, Crank That Soulja Boy, whatever, Crank That came out, I would have been like, yo, you got to get out my booth. The second he said, yo, I would have been like, yo, this ain't it, bro. And I would have been wrong. I would have been wrong because that song is playing today. It's a classic. It came out over like 20 years ago. Like damn near 20 years ago, and it's a classic now. You know what I mean? Gets played at every wedding. It gets played at shows. They could drop it in the club right now. People gonna start doing the dance. It's like that shit could start trending tomorrow again on TikTok. We don't know. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say, can't judge the music just based off of, what am I enjoying? Of course you can say like, I'm not gonna listen to that. But you also gotta think like, this just ain't for me. You know what I mean? So anyway, that is FJ. Still searching. Good job, FJ. We gonna go to the next one. Oh, FJ got another one in here. How you submit so many joints, FJ? You done put your whole album in here, man. All right, you know what? We gonna listen to Most High. Let's go.
Pharaoh poetry transcends the realm of self-exploration and can act as a bridge for communication with a higher power, cultivating gratitude for the blessings in your life, no matter how big or small. By acknowledging the Most High's presence and expressing appreciation for His guidance through difficult periods, you
Production is strong.
connection to the divine.
First of all, let me say all praise to the Most High. That's right, cause it could've gone left, but now it's going alright. Thinking back to them times when I was praying all night. Guess it's true what they say, I didn't know at the time. Who'd have thought I'd be alive to tell the story I write? When I'd wish I'd never wake after closing my eyes. It's the shit that's on my mind as I write. Cause he'd still open my eyes when the sun would rise in the sky. What you know about rock bottom? What you know about clock watching? What you know about not stopping? What you know about looking for the off button? Now tell me what you know about God's promise. Life's up and down, and trust me, I was down bad. I was close to tapping out, how about that? Searching for a reason to continue, then I found that. Fast forward, I'm counting every blessing that I now have. Highs and lows are part of life, that's the way it's designed. If you were high all the time, you wouldn't look up at the sky or put your head on the ground when things ain't going alright.
Bro, always.
The lows, where else you gonna go? That's right, big up the Most High. How you gonna pass a test if you don't try? In the middle of the tunnel when there's no light, hold on to his rope tight, you'll make it out the other side in no time. All praise to the Most High, cause it could've gone left, but now it's going alright. Thinking back to them times when I...
Yeah, I like that one actually. I like that one the most, all right? I think the production on the whole project so far, from what I'm hearing, is dope. I like the quality. It's not the greatest, but it sounds good. It don't sound bad at all. I won't even say it's not the greatest. It's just not, I wish there was a little bit more clarity for my personal preference. And that's what I'm judging this on right now. I think that a lot of it sounds super smooth. I'm just trying to be critical because you got something. Like, I think you're doing the right thing. I think you might have found your lane with, because it doesn't sound like you're the strongest rapper, right? It's not like there's a crazy amount of wordplay, even though I do hear the wordplay. It's not like a crazy amount of like wordplay or like a bunch of flow switches and stuff like that, but I can hear that you understand the poetry elements of it, and I can hear that you are more comfortable being conversational. And I think mixing your music with the poetry thing is like a dope aspect, a dope way to approach it. Now, I don't know what else you got in your bag. I'm just going off of the 3 songs that I heard, but the 3 songs that I heard, they all in the same type of lane, and I think that they work in that lane. I wish I had a niche. I'd be jumping all over the place. I want to do this type of song, this type of song, this type of song. That's my downfall, and I'm working on that. But you found, like, it sounds like you found your niche, and that's super strong. So shout out to FJ. All right, next. All right, so I don't know if this is T Angelic or Tangelic. So I'm gonna go to the IG and see if I can discover anything first. Lava and Lightning. All right, so let me say this. You got one post, you got 22,000 followers. So I'm feeling like you got either a crazy underground following. I'm going based off of this artwork, right? But I don't see any comments. I don't know if you got the comments turned off. It might be turned off. I don't know what's going on. So right now, I'm just a little lost and confused on everything that's going on. Cosmic Rift. We just going to press play and we going to judge it off of the music, all right? Because I don't know what else is going on, all right? So I'm guessing it's just production. This is like instrumental. Oh, only post reels. Damn, I didn't even click the reel page. Okay, I don't want to play too much. Let me get flagged. I would love to see. Production sounds dope, right? I would love to see some of the production happening. I would love to see the guitar playing. I would love to see, is that a band that you program that? Is it AI? Like, I would love to see the process of coming up with the music. It sounds like AI to me because it's very, very on point. And I hope that don't come across as like I hope that doesn't come across as like disrespect. AI is damn near perfect at everything it does. So that's how sometimes you can hear that something's AI. So either you just are super meticulous and it probably takes you a year to fucking get the mix right, because it sounds like every guitar note is like moved and quantized and syncopated. Or maybe you played the guitar and had AI replay it, or you know what I mean? I write it all in program with FL. Okay, yeah, it sounds programmed. And that's why I was interested in seeing like how you put it together. Whatever you're doing, it sounds dope. I think you got a future as far as, you know, programming music. I don't know if you just want to keep releasing instrumentals or if you want to get to a band, you want to get with a songwriter or whatever, but the shit sounds dope. You know what I mean? So shout out to you. AI is better than anything I can do, so I take it as far as a compliment. Now, I don't say AI is better than anything you can do, because what AI can't do is what you do. We got to realize that in this age of AI, like, that shit's here. It's not going nowhere, right? So what we have to realize is that the only thing that's going to be able to separate us from AI creation is our flaws, our authenticity, like our weird thoughts that we kind of put together. The thing that AI can't do is AI can't be, you can prompt AI, but AI can't look at a picture and feel inspired. You know what I mean? Like, not yet. I don't know if it's gonna get there yet or not. I don't know. You know what I mean? But AI can't look at a situation or hear something from somebody else's life and or watch a movie and be like, I want to make the beat that feels like that scene I just saw. You know what I mean? So, Rel, you say AI can't create soul, but what I promise you is I can go prompt something right now and say, make it soulful, and you won't be able to tell if it's a person or not. And if you heard it, you would be like, oh shit, that sounds like they going through some real pain. So I'm not going to put the limitations of AI to say like, oh, AI can't sound soulful, or AI can't sound like it's in pain or whatever. It can, because it studied millions and millions of artists. And it's combined millions and millions of artists' skill set into one skill set, and depending on what you prompt is what you shave down. That's how AI works. You know what I mean? The part AI can't feel and tell the story with us, prompt us. I'm not really sure I get that. But regardless, Tangelic or T Angelic, or however you say the name, be you. Authentically, unapologetically. Don't ever say, I can't create as good as AI. You might not be able to create as mathematically as AI, as meticulous as AI, but AI can't be as flawed as you. It can't be. It doesn't know how to be. It doesn't know how to be as flawed as us. And that's what's going to turn into our strength as humans, as human creators, as musicians, as rappers, as songwriters, or whatever. The things that we say, the improper lyrics that we say, the improper use of words, the way that we can invent slang. You know, if I tell AI to write some lyrics, it's gonna say, you know, open and close like a AirPod case or whatever, and I'll say like, but I might say, you know, she was the color of my, she was the color of the AirPods. Her top was. I might compare her top and the color of the AirPod, whatever. I don't want to sit here and, you know, waste time. But AI is not going to do that off the rip. And that's what we have. We have that creativity where we're not going off of something that we heard already. We're going off of something that we feel. And that's a strength. So anyway, I don't want to eat up the whole night talking about that. But Tangela, good job. Cosmic Relief is dope. Looks like you got a whole project on Spotify. Make sure if that's y'all type of vibe, y'all go check that out. Rocky is back with another one, D&D. Let's check this one out. Oh, this one got the lyrics up too. Let's read the lyrics together, y'all.
They keep on calling me, I keep on hitting up the red button. I phone on D&D, if you try reaching me, ain't saying nothing. Don't be DMing me, ain't even no rep receipts, what you want from me? They got their hands out, steady asking for handouts, ain't enough from me. They keep on calling me, I keep on hitting up the red button. I phone on D&D, if you try reaching me, ain't saying nothing. Don't be DMing me, ain't even no rep receipts, what you want from me? They got their hands out, steady asking for handouts, ain't enough from me. They keep on calling me, feel like they stalking me. They won't get off of me, back off of me. They wanna walk with me, but they did not stop with me. No, it's hard to see. I got a mark on me and driving no parking me. And I ride with this pipe every day, my nigga. I promise you, it ain't no chalking me. Going hard as me. These niggas be lucky they travel as far as me, but they look tough to you. Real rap, no cap. These niggas ain't hard to me. Feeling they vibe, niggas is weirdos. They don't mix with my energy. Niggas is enemies. They is not friends of me. Please don't pretend with me. I keep on hitting up the red button. I phone on D&D. If you try reaching me, I ain't saying nothing. Don't be the enemy. Ain't even no rep receipts, what you want from me? They got their hands out, steady asking for handouts. Ain't enough from me.
All right. That was Rocky. It's Rocky. I'm sorry. I keep on just saying Rocky. That was It's Rocky with, well, this is the starter pack. That song was called D&D from his starter pack EP that dropped back in 2021, which should tell you, keep pushing your music. Because that joint sound dope today. If I got a critique, I feel like you don't need doubles on a song like that. That's so melody heavy. I don't feel like you need doubles. I feel like the ad-libs were a little bit too loud, and I like with the radio effect and the reverb on them. I feel like they just should have been pushed back a little bit. It started like distracting me. And I don't think you need like the regular like in and out doubles over top of the, you know, the certain lines or the ends of the lines or whatever. I don't feel like you need that. Just let the emotion, let everything you saying in that melody just be your single voice. And this is a preference thing. Again, I'm just going off of my preferences. This ain't like a rule of thumb or this will definitely make it better if you do this. I'm not saying that. This is just my preferences. I felt like it distracted me from your vocal, and I wanted to hear more emotion in the vocal, but I couldn't because of the ad-libs and the doubles. And the reason that I wanted to hear more emotion in the vocal is because I felt like the lyrics weren't really saying something that I felt. Like it seemed like the lyrics were kind of like on the whim, like maybe you wrote it at the mic. It didn't seem like something that you felt and you put down in the phone, or you felt it and you just needed to get it off your chest. It felt like, yo, I came up with this hook. Like the hook sounds well thought out. You know what I mean? But then it sounded like you got to the verse and it was just like, I'm going to just say what comes to me in this subject. So it doesn't sound all over the place, but it just doesn't sound as raw and authentic as the idea for the hook or whatever. So that's my take on it, but it does sound dope, and I think a lot of people will fuck with that. Shout out to Rocky. Appreciate you sending that in. And I'm glad to see that you got the lyrics up there too. That's an important part. We already talked about that, but that's good. So that was D&D by It's Rocky. We got, I'm going to say Mako Girls, Celebration. Let's see the Mako Girls real quick. Okay. Let's see what Mako Girls be doing. Let me see. This is the dance. It look like a dance challenge. Hold on. Okay. 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 Hey, oh, I was just getting lit. Why you cut? Oh, all right. All right, so that's the Mako Girls. Let's hear the song, Celebration. Let's go.
I need some solitude. I'm in a real good mood since I got rid of you. I chose to give my heart, you chose to tear it apart. Shot me no bulletproof, now I ride around and cool.
Cause I'm living my best.
Living my best.
You left me no choice.
You left me no choice.
I found me when you left. No more little boys.
No more little boys.
It's a celebration. I did my best. Don't have no regrets. Yeah, it's a celebration. Don't need no mess. I'm feeling blessed. I be on beaches and I be on beaches and with champagne in my hand. Catch me if you can. It's time to get naughty. Calling my girls to the party. Cut off my shady, I got confetti. We turning up to the morning. It's a celebration.
All right, that is the Mako Girls. I fuck with that, John. Couple notes. I feel like that second verse or that flow in the second verse should have definitely started it because it was just stronger. It kept the energy up. Like the beat came in and it had mad energy. And I feel like the flow of the first verse was slowing it down a little bit. That A is way too loud for me. I think the vocals are a little too loud, but that A was like screaming in my ear. I understand you want the celebration vibe. I get it. I like the subject though. I like how it's written. I like the melody. I do think that the vocal sounds a little nasally, but that's just the engineer asshole in me just listening for specific things that I would change. I like my vocal to sound a little bit smoother, you know what I mean? But sounded good. The song was good. I like the subject matter. That's definitely some shit that I would write. As far as like, hey, I'm celebrating because I'm away from you and I remember who the fuck I was. Now I'm outside. Now you gotta see me on the beach. Now you gotta see me winning. Like, so you fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, feel sorry for you. So I fuck with it. Let's see if they sent another one. They might have sent another one. Let's see. But that's Mako Girls or Mako Girls. I think it's Mako Girls Celebration. Let's see what's next. Okay, next up we got D Skills. Wrote this for the film Ashes Never Rest, which I also co-star in, coming soon to Amazon Prime. All right, so D-Film is out here doing big shit, which I just fucking respect. I like the fact that motherfuckers is doing films and pushing their music and, you know, making content and shit like that. This is what the fuck we gotta do, y'all. All right, so D-Skills had to do it. Let's go. Had to do it, these skills. Nah, don't start at the end. Start in the fucking beginning. That is not these skills. There we go.
It's all or nothing.
Sometimes it really be your own folks that wanna see you in the box. I'm paranoid, so when I'm home I'm double checking all the locks. They say I've gone ghost, cause I don't be outside a lot. I just do me, I ain't out chasing trends, just hoping that it pop. I'm standing 10 toes. You can run and tell them that if I said it, then I said it. I won't ever take it back. Tell them I I've been grown. Was born and raised up in the flat. All I know is go and get it. No apologies for that. Matter of fact, I'm feeling bags up with chips like I'm Frito-Lay. DOA, what they say about APO, he don't play. I see your faces like you seeing a dose of something truly hard. And don't be mad at me because I'm what the people really wanted. Time to give them what they wanted. Time to give them what they need. Time to put the world on notice. It's time to finish the deed. Time to get back in the booth. Time to make them haters suffer. Pop up like an apparition. This feeling can't get enough. I get paid and then I run the juices like I'm Killer Mike. I'm a killer, right? Put the beat on, I'm a Killer Mike. MJ making Thriller like this is greatness in the making. They don't like me now, well I'm about to make them really hate me. I get paid and then I run the juices like I'm Killer Mike. I'm a killer, right? Put the beat on, I'm a Killer Mike. MJ making Thriller like this is greatness in the making. They don't like me now, well I'm about to make them really hate me. You say you bought that action, you gon' have to prove. I done seen it all, there's nothing they can do me. If you make a
Okay, I can't play too much, but nah, I fuck with that. These skills, it sounds like, if I had to guess, it sounds like, and don't take this the wrong way, it sounds like you used to rap and then you stopped for a minute and you started doing this film and then you came back to rap to add something to the film. And you didn't lose a step from rapping, but it don't sound like it's delivered today. If you feel what I'm saying. I feel like it's almost a little too animated. Like, and I know that's a style. I used to rap like that. You know what I mean? So I know that that's the style that you were probably going for. But to me, it sounds like it's a little too. They said the bag was out the door, so I gotta go and get it. We was something. We was something on ticket. They was out here selling tickets. You don't know that ain't me. We was seeing them on them wrong. I was like D. We were coming whoa. It sounds a little too animated. It sounds a little too animated for me. But other than that, I thought the bars was dope. I thought the production was fire. The quality was pretty good. I don't think it was perfect. I feel like the vocal was a little too loud. Definitely not late 80s, Scoop. Don't do that. Don't do that, because it's not late 80s. It just sounded like it was closer to early 2010s than 2025. You know what I mean? T.I. flow, I could see that. You know what I mean? But early T.I. Not like busting up the bando. It's not that T.I. It was like the other T.I. You know what I mean? That guitar with the beat is fire. Are you talking about the beat that's playing right now? That's just a joint that I made. It's just a beat I made. I think I made that beat on my Monday night stream, which is the Cook Up Show, where I make beats live on stream. Make sure y'all are subscribing and tuning into the Cook Up Show. And if I gotta be a good social media person, I need to tell y'all right now that y'all need to be subscribing to my Patreon, and y'all need to be subscribing to my YouTube page and my Twitch page, because I be doing a lot of shit on these joints, and I'm about to do way more top of the year. That's the end of that. Anyway, these skills, dope shit. Definitely get a little applause. Definitely get some air horns. That shit is dope. Let's see if you pop up again later tonight. So what else we got? Damn, we at 71 now. Yo, y'all, I'm never gonna get through this list, am I? Y'all gonna keep sending joins. Salute to G. I know Salute to G. It's my guy. Salute to G got a joint called Pain. Scoop said the Cook Up Show is dope as fuck. So let's see. Let's see what Pain sound like. Rose said bring that Shorty Low flow back. I'm not mad at it. All right, so Salute to G, I'm gonna tell you right now, this motherfucking intro too long. Should have been dropped.
Speeding in a slow lane. Haze smoke in the air is clouding my brain. Money calling, I can hear it, it's saying my name. The way I chase it, you would think I was going insane. Always hustled, I'm a product from selling that game. And never change, I just learned to adapt to the game. Can't relate to other rappers, them niggas be lame. Be from a gated community, rapping about they pain. But never been through the city, it really be a shame. You see, we earned our stripes, and them niggas is plain. Sell they soul, well, I guess that's just part of the game. We get into it, only broke niggas sit and complain about they parlays. And they hard lay, moving, they choosing not to hustle, sitting in party. Don't associate with niggas not chasing the bag. Cause when they see you getting money, they really be mad. Being blinded by loyalty, a thing of the past. You looking, but you can't see who's wearing the mask. Don't give a fuck, my only focus is bringing in cash. I'm not the one to be tested, somebody with me strapped. And now shoot it too, right at you. Niggas always saying what they probably do.
Scoops, that's a compliment.
Souls, that's what that cloud to do. No better feeling than you silence.
I don't think that's true, but I think that's a compliment.
OG salute and say they proud of you. Just never trust who be the loudest in the crowded room. And pay attention, cause these bitches
try and let it go. It don't sound like it's a hook.
But they only get as far as you allow them to.
All right, so I'm gonna stop it right there. That was Salute to G. I'm just trying not to play too much of the joints. I kind of felt like I could let that one rock a little bit because it was an MP3 and not something that sounds like it's out right now. So I don't got much critique on that. He was talking that shit. I do want to say in the beginning, I heard you say niggas be from a gated community rapping about they pain. Some people got pain, man. Like a lot of people got pain and they might be rich as hell. You see all these fucking millionaires committing suicide and, you know, struggling with depression and shit like that. Pain, I think we've learned by now that pain comes in all different shapes and sizes. So a line like that could alienate a fan because they might be going through some shit and they ain't from the hood, but they felt your pain when you said the pain. You know what I mean? So I would just say watch little lines like that. Don't down people just because they not from the hood. You know what I mean? Everybody feel pain. But other than that, the quality sounded dope. Production was dope. Didn't sound like he was doing too much. I heard the ad-libs loud and clear. They was a little pan to the right. They wasn't in the way. So as far as technically how it went down, it was cool. Somebody in the chat said you sounded like Siegel. I can respect that. I don't think that you sound like Siegel, but I think I understand what they saying. You rapping about that pain shit. We got like a East Coast flow because you know we from the South Jersey, Philly area. We from Camden, which is right next to Philly, so we from that area. So we're gonna have some of the similarities as far as some of the struggles that we talk about, and that might bring up people and make people feel like it's the type of pain that they heard. You know what I mean? But it was definitely dope. I fuck with it. Salute to G is dope. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think in the chat too. On YouTube, they saying he said gated community got a story to tell too. Everything I say is through the lens of MHO. I don't know. Oh, my honest opinion. Okay. I'm guessing that's what that means. Be turned off by a sound-alike artist. Maybe, but the general public would be turned off by. See, I don't think he sounded like Beanie Siegel. I think he just reminded you of Beanie Siegel. Beanie Siegel is that Mac and it ain't for play. I got a Mac that could change your day. Fall back at the, you know what I mean? I came round with the blocks and pounds. I got blocks and rounds that'll stop you down and knock you down. Siegel, I'm hot right now. I pop right. That was Siegel. You know what I mean? He didn't sound anything like that to me. But to each his own. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. But I don't think he would run into any issue sounding too much like Siegel where audience would like shun the song. I don't think he sounded like Siegel pretty much at all, you know what I mean? But also, I know him. I might be biased. I know Salute to G. You know what I mean? One of the OGs from the hood. So, Drowning Out Tuesday, we got another one called Masquerade. Let's check out Masquerade. A lot of silence. That bland beans, it might not be for you. That's cool.
All too fake, no one is as they seem. They cover up with plastic faces and white lies. We have no
Masquerade by Drowning Out Tuesday. I gotta say, I like the production way better than I like the vocalist. The vocalist snatched me right out of it, and it wasn't the mix, even though I felt like the vocal was a little strong. And it kind of came out of nowhere. There was no like ad-libs, there was no breathing, there was no or whatever could have happened to lead me into like subtly lead me into a vocal being there. I didn't feel like the vocalist was that strong, just note wise. Sound like he needed some tune on, and if he had tune on, it sounded like he needed some melodyne. I gotta be fully honest, can't sing. That's cool. That's cool. Full honesty is what we like here. I wasn't feeling the vocalist. I did like the production. Guitars sound clean. Mixes sound great. The mastering sounded great if I'm being technical from an engineering standpoint. I just didn't really like the vocalist. I thought the vocal could have been stronger. But shout out to Drowning Out Tuesday with their second submission of the night. And Saluda G is back in the days. I say what Saluda G got to say for his second joint. Turn it up a little bit.
Salute. Check. Back in the day, we was enslaved. Now we getting all the money, screaming fuck a minimum wage. If you stand in our way, then you would get sprayed. Gotta get it till it get in the zone and we out of the way. You're bitching our path, we gon' snatch it and pass it the opposite way. If we see you engaged, you gon' fuck around and catch a stray. It's the credit, nigga, we getting paid. Yeah. Street credit, nigga, we getting paid. Yeah, I'm on a mission. Be counting these riches. I gotta work harder and smarter. These niggas, they really be snitching. A lot of you niggas is frauds and you always calling, involving these bitches. The pillow talking is ridiculous. If I catch it, I'm hitting switches. Since I've been the boss, I've been listening, plotting, observing, and learning a lot. I don't take this shit here for granted. I'm focused, I'm grinding, I'm earning my spot. Yeah, I'm dropping it raw, then I'm back in the big. Now the work here is burning the block. Yeah, I'm keeping my distance from niggas. I'm cautious and niggas been telling a lot. Money always been a topic. Unrelated conversation should immediately stop. Yeah, acknowledging how I put work in, a nigga will always remain on the clock. Yeah, ever since a youngin' I was stuck and wasn't really fucking with the cops. Yeah, always been 100 while I'm making hundreds. Nigga, I'm feeding the block. Yeah, cause back in the day, we was enslaved. Now we getting all the money, screaming fuck a minimum wage. If you stand in our way, then you would get sprayed. Gotta get it till it get in the zone and we out of the way.
All right, and that's Saluda G. We're back in the days. I'm not mad at that joint. If I gotta add some notes, because y'all know I'm just trying to add whatever note I can add. I feel like the vocals were thin, kind of radio effecty. That's the song that I don't think it needed any auto-tune. I don't think you need a melody on that joint. You was talking that shit, spitting, right? Scoops just said spitting. You was talking that shit. I don't think that needed a melody. That could have just been straight up rapped. And if any song needed ad-libs in between the flow, that was the one. And it didn't have to be just repeated ad-libs. Let me go back to it.
You engage, you gon' fuck around and catch a stray. It's the credit, nigga, we getting paid.
Right.
Street credit, nigga, we getting paid.
Hey, credit, nigga, we getting paid. Yeah.
I'm on a mission.
I'm on a mission.
Be counting these riches. I gotta work harder and smarter. These niggas, they really be snitching. A lot of you niggas is frauds and you always calling, involving these bitches. The pillow talking is ridiculous. If I catch it, I'm hitting switches.
Yeah.
Since I've been the boss, I've been listening, plotting, observing, and learning a lot.
Yeah.
I don't take this shit here for granted. I'm focused, I'm grinding, I'm earning my spot.
I'm
dropping it raw, then I'm back in the big. Now the work here is burning the block. Yeah, I'm keeping my distance from niggas. I'm cautious and niggas been telling a lot. Money always been a topic. Unrelated conversation should immediately stop.
Right.
Yeah, acknowledging how I put work in, a nigga will always remain on the clock.
Right. You know, it just needed like, and I hear ad-libs, I hear little stuff, but I feel like it could have been on purpose. It sounded like it was just there, whatever you came up with when they hit record on the ad-lib track. And it felt like that should have been like something concentrated. You know what I mean? And maybe highlighted a little bit more. Maybe the vocal didn't have the auto-tune on there, but the ad-libs had a little bit more melody to it. That's what I would have suggested if it was me in the session or whatever. But I felt like the vocals was a little thin, but I think the beat's strong, the bars were strong. So that's the bread and butter right there. It's just the garnishes. I felt like it could have had a little bit better garnishes on it, but that shit was dope. And again, as I've said before, as I've said before, this is just my personal opinion and me trying to be critical of every song. I'm trying to overdo my opinion because y'all got to realize that when you putting this shit out there to the world, people aren't searching for a reason to not like something, but the reasons that people will not like something might not be something they realize. They just might not like it because of the way that the ad-libs flowed or the harshness of the vocal or something like that. They might not know that that's why they don't like it, but they'll just be like, that joint was cool. Like, I don't know if I would keep listening to it, but it sound good. Like, you know how to rap. I don't know. It's just something about it. That, I don't know. It's just something about it. Be the quality of the vocal or the ad-lib being in the wrong place or being too reverby or the intro taking too long. I heard the tag and the beat in the background, which made me be like, damn, he ain't buy the beat. It sound like a YouTube joint. And now I'm starting listening for quality. It's little stuff like that that'll throw the average person off. I know what I'm listening to, but the average person don't. So they might not know why they don't like it, but when you don't see the song taking off, or it be little shit like that sometimes. So you got to be careful with that. You got to make sure you taking care of the small details just as much as you taking care of the, yo, I found a fire beat. I'm making sure I say something dope. But then it's like, the melody, let me just try to find something. Or the ad-libs, let me just try to throw something in there. Those little, let me just try to do something might be the difference maker and somebody loving the song and somebody just thinking the song is good. So shout out to Salute to G. Next up, we got Chewy, Official Chewy, Hip Hop with a Twist of Spanglish Drill. We gonna go to the IG because we randomly do that. All right, right here, this picture, he look like he mean it. He look like, I believe him. I already believe him right here. Let's click on this.
Fucking apology, ain't no nigga as hard as me. I'm next up, trap star, Goonies, press plays about the beat. All
right, I don't even want to spoil nothing. We ain't spoiling nothing. Let's go to the song. Game Over, Hip Hop with a Twist of Spanglish. Let's go. Is it a music video? Look like a music video. This is G Family Entertainment. I'll just throw up a B.
Es lo que quiero, mi envidioso siempre tiene celo, rompiendo el récord, sacamos los drecos, we bringing them pesos. I'm like Ghost, I'm pulling the pulls that bankroll like butter toast in every coast. Woo, they feeling the heat, I'm smoking on that master cheese. Yeah, I like my women at 3, I shoot them at 3. Yeah, my side piece, I'm fucking these bitches on live stream. That thick cheese and the buttercream, I'm AD. Mommy sweet like candy peeps. Knock, knock, I put her to sleep like Blue Dream. When I'm eating her sushi, I love my women, they groupies. Good God, this movie, this goofy got me loopy. I'm going on in this hoopty, I'm zoning in this 2C. I'm smoking on that good leaf, my breath smelling like good weed. Good bread on a 2-piece, I'm skating off like I'm Tucci. You hate bad, you can sue me. Got your bitch swallow my ice cream. Flashing with the high beams, I'm sipping on that codeine. I'm shooting like I'm Kobe. Your crash course like a dummy. Your bitch feeling her tummy. She wet like tsunami. She feeling all my Tommy. Your bitch say I'm scummy, but I'm all about my money. I fuck with these bunnies, but I love me some mommies. Shit can get real spicy when I let off this Glocky. I said to get this broccoli, I never get too comfy. Niggas too much talking, just put them in his coffin.
All right, I gotta stop it because it's running long. The joints sound good. It sound good. Not for me. I'm not really a big fan of the drill shit, but it sound good. I will say that to me, it sounds dated. And I think it's because that style of drill doesn't happen too much anymore. I haven't heard it in a few years. But again, I'm not a drill fan, so I don't know what's going on in the drill scene. You know what I mean? But to me, it sounds a little bit dated. You know, the guns in the video and all this stuff. It's a lot of shit going on, man. It's like, you want to be careful with that type shit. So I'm thinking of a bunch of other shit when I'm seeing that. You know what I mean? Hoping niggas don't catch Ricos, all types of shit like that. You know what I mean? But the quality of it sound good. The production sound dope. It sound like a dope drill joint. It just sounded a little dated to me, and it didn't sound like there was necessarily something that you were speaking about directly. It sounded like it was just kind of all over the place. You fucking bitches on live stream, but it's this with the Glocky, and it's just like, and I get it. Rap jumps around nowadays. You know what I mean? So, Rel, I'm not sure. I don't know what your song is. Yeah, and I get it. Rap subjects and shit jump around nowadays. It's not like you have to stick to one subject in order for a song to be successful. Obviously not, or else Future, Wayne, a whole bunch of artists wouldn't have any success in any form. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying I was looking for like a common theme, something that really rooted you, so I could hear who you were as an artist. Maybe this just ain't the song for me to know who you are as an artist. That separates you. I hear who you are as an artist, but what part separates you from every other artist that's like that? And I want to stress this because a lot of times when I ask artists this question, their answer isn't good and my rebuttal isn't what they want to hear. I ask, like, what separates you as an artist from every other artist doing exactly what you're doing? And their answer is normally, because I'm really doing this shit. And my answer is, so is everybody else. And that's the problem. If everybody's doing the same thing and everybody's starting to sound the same, and I'm not saying you sound the same, but I'm saying you're saying the same things as a lot of other artists, and you on a drill joint, which a lot of other artists are on. So I would encourage you to try to find something, a different style or something, not saying to never do this again, but find something that separates you from all the other artists that are hopping on the drill joints and talking about the bitches that they fucking on and the guns and everything that they got, like, the jewels, all that shit, the money, money phones and fucking all that shit is cool. You know what I mean? But what we've seen over the last 2 years of music has been refreshing to a lot of people. And it's refreshing because for so many years we got the same shit that people just started digging for new shit. You know what I mean? People were digging for new shit. And I encourage you to be some of that new shit that people aren't getting. Try to experiment. Try rapping this same thing on a fucking folk guitar or some shit that people just ain't expecting. And I guarantee you'll see more success. I guarantee you'll see more. You know what I mean? I don't know how successful you are. You might be doing great, in which case just take whatever the fuck I'm saying and it's just be like, nigga, fuck you. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But if you feel like you could be bigger as a rapper or you could start seeing some more success or whatever, take chances, yo. Don't play it safe. Drill joints is safe. We already know there's a built-in audience. We already know, hey, I can mix this joint with this song from this nigga and this song from this nigga. Like, it's safe. You know what I mean? So I would say don't play it safe. Try to push your creativity a little bit harder. But as far as like I said, as far as the beat, the bars, you got a good flow. Your voice is dope. That your voice is original. I didn't expect that voice to come out of that person. So when I heard that, to make the connection, I was just like, oh damn, that's dope. Now I hear a different voice looking at this person. So all that works. I would just say try to push your creativity a little bit harder. That's all. All right. And we got another one from Chewy. So let's see. We got another one. So let's see if he did that. Let's see what this one is. All right. The first one we heard was Game Over. This one is called Your Escape, which sounds like it might be to a John. It might be to a chick. Let's see. Let's see what he's talking about.
You're gonna be my sex slave. I'm gonna hit it everywhere. Don't be afraid. I can be your escape. Feelings don't fade away. Remember me when you're screaming my name. You're gonna be my sex slave. I'm gonna hit it everywhere. Don't be afraid. I can be your escape. Feelings don't fade away. Remember me when you're screaming my name.
I'm intoxicated. I'm drinking my emotions, babe. Rolling up an F. I need a fucking blaze to get my
Shorty got
mind
a
right.
body.
I saw this shorty along the way. I started imagining things in my head. This is how She put my hands all up in her waist. She telling me she wanna go back to my place. Anything can happen, you wanna taste foreplay. Fuck me anyway, 50 shades of gray, obey anything I gotta say. I got the same song running on replay. She said, Poppy, stay flexing. She started undressing. I'm staying at 50. She said, Poppy, come to me. What you wanna do to me? We started kissing, baby, looking luscious. I'm kissing down her spine. She touched it down her thigh. She said, how she wanna be mine? Are you down for the fucking ride? We took it to the bed. Now we in the shower. Her moaning getting louder. Echo through my walls, echoes down my halls. Baby dripping like Niagara Falls. I feel her vibrating when I'm penetrating. I feel her elevating, yeah. You're gonna be my sex slave. I'm gonna hit it everywhere. Don't be afraid, I can't be your escape. Feelings don't fade away. Remember me when you.
All right, that was Your Escape, which I do like better than the drill joint for a couple reasons, but I feel like that song could be stronger for a couple reasons. I wasn't feeling the hook. I feel like the voice was too high. The note maybe might have been too high for the singer or something. Not that he couldn't hit the note, but just that his voice hitting that note just sounded, it was just piercing a little too much to me. And then the lyrics to me just seemed a little generic. It didn't seem like that was a real situation. You know what I mean? I didn't hear any detail in there that said, yo, this happened last week or this happened last night or whatever. I didn't hear those types of details. It just said, you know, short, I forget what you said. Shorty, you know, Shorty said, I stay fresh, and she started undressing. It's like, it sounded like it rhymed more than it sounded like it happened. You know what I mean? And I could be completely wrong. I'm not a hater. I'm not a nigga that's like, I'm just saying what I would think. If I'm saying what I think, hearing that for the first time, that's how I'm judging it. I'm just like, I listened to the verse and I was listening for something specific where it's like, she said that she liked my, you know, a specific type of cologne, or, you know what I mean? Like she hit me on the phone and sent me her address. I was skeptical about going because I don't like that part of town, or I got some ops over that part of town or something like that. Something that made it like, oh, okay, did this story happen? This might be a real story. I didn't really hear any of that. So for me, it didn't feel like a real story or a real situation. It just felt like, hey, I want to make a song, a sexy song for girls to listen to, and I'ma fuck them up with the video because I got a bad joint. She got a body, she got big titties, she got a fat ass. Niggas, it's gonna get views because niggas like watching joints with big titties and fat asses. And girls, it's probably gonna listen to this joint because it's about girls. But it was about sex, not really about girls. You know what I mean? And you're gonna be my sex slave. So a lot of times that type of shit turn girls off. Sometimes so the right type of girl is into that, you know what I mean? But for a lot of girls, especially girls that you don't know, or like girls that you trying to make you a fan, the first thing that they want to hear from you ain't sex. Normally it's something else about you fucking with them, or like something that they can super relate to. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. But not a bad song. Beat was dope. Quality sound good, and that's a big part of it. The video looked dope too. Just wasn't my cup of tea. I felt like it could have been stronger in a couple areas. All right. Next up, and by the way, that was Chewy with Your Escape, and before that, it was Chewy with Game Over. Runaway J, Sweet Dreams, Part 1. And Runaway J got a message, said, haven't been making music long since late 2022, but very little time actually, so that's far from being anywhere near actual time. But for a rookie, my learning curve different, and I welcome criticism and appreciate your time. All right, so let's check out
Dreams.
Sweet Dreams.
They may be sweet, nothing sweeter than the day they come true. I said dreams, they may be sweet, nothing gonna stop me from getting to you. Sweet dreams, mom made of this, green weed, no seed in each blunt that I twist. I made it, main stage, look at your kid, rough road to the top, poof, out nowhere I slid. Touchdown, take off time. This one for big, in the pop. Fuck mention, I got them flipping they wigs. Told them what I was gonna do. Damn, look what I did. Grabbed Destiny by the horns, made her my bitch. But now I'm rich, but I never switch. Taurus may be. Trust, I ain't with that bullshit. Holes away, almost lit the grave or a ditch. Lane change, now new lifestyle exists. Da Vinci destiny, no need for luck or a wish. Rap Nemo, stand out in an ocean of fish. Gold music, Midas touch, one of my gifts. Food for soul, that's why I stay cooking hit after hit. Energy the crowd gives. As words spill from my lips, well I see tits out. Girls dancing, shaking them hips, soaking it all in. Damn, this really a trip. Glad missed all in, pushed all in with the chips. Dreams, it may be sweet, but nothing sweeter than the day they come true. I said dreams, it may be sweet, nothing gonna stop me from getting to you. Give up on yourself, a choice that I always refuse. The Mr. I Cannot Lose, he got millions of views. You want quality, runway, the right choice to choose. The track smack, kicking like 4 turtles out the ooze. I built stages, I tore them down with my crew. I'm on tour now, the real ones, they still with me too. They got me, I got them, well that's what real ones do. VVS quality, when I'm dropping the jewels. Diamond mine, shining mine, I put.
All right, so very boom bap. I'm not mad at the bars. I'm not mad at the production. I'm mad at a couple things though. I'm mad at the quality. The vocal sounds super distorted. I don't know what the setup is. It might have been on a phone. It might have just been like a low quality mic into an okay interface, whatever it is. In today's world, there's no room for bad quality because you can get a SCARLET for, you know, $90, but you can find a used one for like $60 on Facebook Market, and you could get a decent sounding microphone for $100. $200 is gonna get you like a dope sounding microphone, and then the rest there's presets and all that type of stuff. So quality, whenever I hear bad quality, I'm just like, yo, you're just not trying to get good quality, and you can't pick out the fact that it's bad quality, right? So that again, I'm not mad at the bars. You weren't saying anything bad. Like there might be some preferences that I would have that, you know, that I think a lot of other people would have about like the flow and the timing and stuff like that. But really, and I was thinking something specific. Let me hear it again.
I see tits out, girls dancing, shaking them hips, soaking it all in. Damn, this really a trip. Glad missed all in, pushed all in with the chips. Dreams, it may be sweet.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Phonetics. Phonetics is very important. If you don't know what phonetics are the sound of words. So if I say a word like picture frame, that's 3 different phonetics, maybe 4 different phonetic sounds that make the phrase picture frame, right? Pit, and then like the sound of the word pit, like how that's spelled, chur and frame, right? This all makes sense in a second. Phonetics are the way that words sound, right? You can't just say what you want to say because it rhymes in rap. That doesn't make a good rap. Phonetics play a big part in good songwriting. In fact, phonetics are a little bit more important than your words. And what I mean by that is if I say I picked up the phone and called up my friend, even that is like phonetically pleasing because it's phone and friend. It starts with a f sound. I picked up the phone and called up my friend flows a little bit easier than I picked up the cell and spoke to my person. It's like, then you got the sp and k in person and there's hard consonants and it makes the words hard to go together. So I'm saying all that to say when I listen to your vocal, there's a lot of phrases in there that are worded not phonetically pleasing. You know, alliteration and all these literary tools, you know, starting words with the same letters and all that stuff. It exists for a reason. There's something pleasing to the ear when words flow together. If I'm singing and I say like, and she ran into the door so I could. She ran into the door so I couldn't come up behind her. If I say something like that, it's like it flows. She ran into the door so I couldn't into the door. Into the is a phonetically pleasing flow. So she is a phonetically pleasing thing. It's the S's. So she ran into the door so I couldn't. It's like it all flows. If I say so she So she busting through the door. So then it starts sounding choppy and forced, and a lot of your vocals sounded choppy and forced lyrically. I didn't mean to go so deep into that, but it's an important thing that a lot of people don't talk about. And it's one of the things that I had to learn when I started writing songs for people, that sometimes the flow and the words chosen to say make the song better than me saying this exact specific phrase that I want to say.
Made of this green weed, no seed in each blunt that I twist. I made it, main stage. Look at your kid, rough road to the top. Poof, out nowhere I slid. Touchdown, take off.
Poof, out of nowhere I slid isn't phonetically pleasing. Out of nowhere I slid. It's just not it. You know what I mean? Rel said the hook is fire, reminds me of childhood. Selling sex is not enough. I wanted to feel like what it means to be a sex slave. Oh, you talking about the other song? Wizard of Oz. Yeah, Rel, you might need to catch up, because it sounds like you're talking about something old, and I'm talking about a whole different song. But anyway, Runway J, that is my opinion on that joint. But again, you're new, and I've read that message, and that's why I wanted to tell you that thing about phonetics and songwriting. It's because I don't think people talk about it a lot. So next up, hold up, got a little error going on or something like that. Action timed out, the server didn't respond. I don't like that, Nero. All right, Task Force by Hell Jacks. I didn't skip anything, did I? Let me go back. Yeah, see, I felt like I skipped something. Rastafarian God, Sambo. Gnosis? Yeah, whatever. Sambo. Rastafarian God. Let's hear it.
He came a long way with street cats that bossed up. He seen the stairways, he saw me if he lost you. Remember days of being locked up, but that's the price you pay when you lack the knowledge of the system. Time is what it costs you. Mama told me to count my blessings, so I'ma count them. And my daddy told me don't forget the lessons that he taught.
I'm a different breed, consider this a freak of nature. Truly words I'm vocally speaking from this piece of paper. I hate you individual that do something helpless, but still selfless, cause in turn you look for it back, you could keep the favors. I try to seek attention when I was younger, did anything so I can meet the neighbors. Wanna visit or eat a bagel. I'm out this world, I just fell to the rock. You see them cradles, intelligent in my melanin, it's how my people made.
All right, before this drops, this is phonetically pleasing. All right, sonically pleasing. Whoever his engineer is knows what they're doing. The vocal's clean. The muffled vocal in the beginning sounded musical. It's muffled to the right frequency that doesn't hurt your ears. It's still clear where you can hear it, but you can hear that it's not the main vocal. The effect on it is good. The production sounds clean. I don't know how it's going to drop, but I wanted to play it back from the top because right now, this sounds good. All right?
He came a long way with street cats that bossed up. He seen the stairways, he saw me if he lost you. Remember days of being locked up, but that's the price you pay when you lack the knowledge of the system. Time is what it costs you. Mama told me to count my blessings, so I'ma count them. And my daddy told me don't forget the lessons that he taught.
I'm a different breed, consider this a freak of nature. Truly words I'm vocally speaking from this piece of paper. I hate you individual that do something helpless, but still selfless, cause in turn you look for it back, you could keep the favors. I try to seek attention when I was younger, did anything so I can meet the neighbors. Wanna visit or eat a bagel. I'm out this world, I just fell to the rock. You see them cradles, intelligent in my melanin, it's how my people made it. This is God like, you really don't know what God like on this soul. They left so many souls, that's from your laws, right? What about my goals that were exposed and I've been chosen? Alright, left out in the cold, it turned me cold. No Holy Ghost and God's sight, perfect vision, demons like whoever achieves the perfect UGs to search my east. The first is the hours reach the service. I left the preacher nervous. Pride in my eye, my people that burn pray so many years. My knees are hurting. I come from the mud. I'm clay with love. That's why I'm a people person. Yeah, and I won't stop until I'm reaching my purpose. Remember looking at teacher purposes. Ain't telling my generation we need a peaceful person. From your retail, I see detail where most people fail. But I bounce off with the Eagles, cousin. I fly high. That be my spiritual essence. Only correspond my miracle blessings. Co-minded individual on the here parts of the lesson. I speak from my heart. I play my part. The one up in the dark with the godly spark. Now feel my presence. Yeah, the most underrated, unappreciated. The comment section full of suggested, mediated. They get repeatedly dated. He tell his mama he done made it. Italian family stressed out for my mama. I will see y'all later. I see my lady. A black queen is sitting from a godly tribal. Ain't work with rivals. I even said my Bible, just in my rifle. Mama told me the key to survival. Never to be for my idol. Never to evil my
my rivals, no confusion. Now let me feature the title.
I was feeling like I could guess where he was from, and then he said no confusion. And I feel like maybe Baltimore now. But I'm not sure. But I know that he was flowing his ass off. He put that shit together right. I felt like the vocal might have been a hair low when the drums came in. I felt like it could sit up a little bit more in the front, especially because you got one of them flows where you rap fast, so you throw a lot of speed in there. So, you know, just to have people be able to like really, really pick up what you're saying on the first couple of listens, but hardly no notes for that. Like you was doing your fucking thing, bro. Like, not necessarily my style of shit that I would be into. I kind of pulled away from like the fast rap. It does sound southern. He had like a lot of scoops. He had a lot of Twista in there. Not the fast rapping part that made it sound like Twista. It was when you slowed down. Something like a little bit of Scarface, a little bit of Twista, a little bit of that style in there. Maybe somebody else that I can't really put my finger on right now, but don't really want to compare him to anybody because that's Sambo. That's not Twista. That's not Scarface. That's Sambo, and he did his fucking thing. Didn't know where the song was going. Obviously got a lot to say. I wish that there was like a hook that came back in a little bit sooner or something like that, but you know, every song don't need a fucking hook. Y'all know I'm famous for not doing a hook on any of the Color songs, so y'all already know. The chat is delayed on my end. Are you sure? Because everybody else is talking about shit that I'm currently talking about. Make sure you like reset your YouTube or whatever, or hit refresh, or see if the live join has a red light next to it. And if it doesn't, click live and it'll catch you up or whatever. And it could be my shit, but everybody else is listening to the same shit that I'm listening to right now. I know the chat's a little delayed because it has to be. That's just the way it always is, right? But he was back like, 6-7 seconds is cool. He was back on a different song when I was listening to Sambo. Or when I was listening to Runway J, he was talking about Chewy. So, yeah. He was talking about the Sex Slave song or whatever. All right, so anyway. That's my opinion. Sambo, great job. All right, so next up we got Helljax Task Force. We're going to click on the IG. Yo, what is with you artists having private pages? How do you expect anybody to find you, discover you if your page is private? Open that shit up, or make just a page for your artist or whatever. Pause when I said open that shit up, by the way. Anyway, we about to listen to Helljax Task Force. I was intrigued. Why'd you stop? I'm really just curious to see if this is this loud and distorted on purpose as a creative choice, or if it's just a really bad master. But we're gonna find out. And we got lyrics.
Yo, what we, man?
Oh yeah, you know that I can show you to the world where my spirits come to haunt you. Welcome to the world where the stars hold you. When I'm geeking up the substance, I'm the strongest soldier. Yeah, strongest soldier, pull up with my task force. Fuck around, we knocking down your damn doors. I am a bitch, drop 15 and force. Oscar Michael, counting up the death toll. Yeah, counting up the death toll. Junkie Reaper gang, yeah, you better watch your back, bro. Now I'm smoking out your bankroll. I welcome you to death's door. I welcome you to death's door. Shaking your hand like I give a fuck. If I can't see straight, I'ma call the plug. Smoking on.
Chat, let me know what y'all think.
Till my mind gets stuck. I think they're on to me. I think I ran out of luck.
All right. That's Task Force by Helljax. Helljax, what is that mix? I couldn't hear a word you were saying. Now, I could feel it because I kind of like the melody. I'm not going to lie. The melody was dope and the beat sounded dope. It just sounded like it's way too loud. Way too loud. Not pleasing to my ears. It wasn't way too loud in a good way on some XXX shit. It was too loud in a bad way of like, yo, it hurts my ears. My ears are buzzing. It doesn't sound pleasing. Maybe it's some shit that I just don't know about. You know what I mean? I'm not one of them people to make it seem like, oh, I know every trend or I know what's going on with every new genre of music or what the, you know, what the younger generations is into. I'm never gonna act like that. I like being put up on new shit, but the new shit still gotta be dope to me. I'm not just gonna accept it just because it's new and it's like, oh, this is what the kids like. I have a fucking daughter. I know that kids don't know what the fuck is best for them at all times. You know what I mean? So, not mad at it as far as the melody goes and the beat goes, but as far as that mix goes, could have did something better. But that's just my opinion. Not sure what it's good for. So that was Helljax with Task Force, and thank you for sending it in. Interested to hear more. I would actually be interested to hear that song if it wasn't so blaring loud and hurting my ears. What we got next? Slit the Monster. Now, the is spelled THA, which is a pet peeve of mine. I never really liked that. And monster is also spelled with an A at the end. And colder heart. So I want to say this. I am prejudging everything. I'm prejudging based off the name and the fact that the is spelled with an A and that monster is spelled with an A. I'm prejudging already. You know what I mean? I'm prejudging. So what I want when I press this button is for you to prove me wrong. Because right now I'm thinking you sound like an underground boom bap or heavy sample based artist that rhymes big words that necessarily don't even really make sense. It just sounds good. That's what I'm feeling. And I know that it's not that. So I'm going to be happily proven wrong when I hit this button. Colder Heart. By Slit the Monster. How come I'm not hearing anything? It says it's playing, but I'm not hearing anything. There's something wrong with my Spotify. All right, hit play. Nothing's playing. All right. Let's try to play it. Let me quit Spotify and replay it. Spotify, you trying to tell me something? All right, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to close everything. Say, uh-oh. Let's try this again. Okay.
Yeah, I don't talk about what I'ma do, I just do it. Heard a rumor about myself, practice smiling, kept it moving. I don't need opinions from the minions about my music. I just link with Donnie Knotts on the spot. We a movement, boy. All the shit they talked about me, I don't give a fuck. Like my style and my number, bitch, I had to switch it up. Yeah, I've been out the way for a minute, happy living, running 3 miles a day, look like I'm fresh up out of prison, boy. I ain't really gotta say a lot, you see the work. Open ears, closed mouth, is the only way to learn. Yeah, I've been in my motherfucking bag for a minute, showing no signs of quitting. You praying and you wishing the blueprint to win, and I can show you how to get it. Hey, homie, pay attention. It's the blueprint to win, and I can show you how to get it.
I got older, got a colder heart. Me and a lot of people grew apart. I had to make my way through the dark.
I'm much better.
I got older, got a colder heart.
I'm much better.
I got older, got a colder heart. Me and a lot of people grew apart. I had to make my way through the dark.
I'm much better.
I got older, got a colder heart.
Much better.
All right, that was Slip the Monster with Colder Heart. I got a couple notes. First of all, pleasantly surprised, thank God, because I was thinking this was about to be like Apparatus, no, the Status is, it's like I thought it was gonna be that, and it wasn't that. It was actually some shit, a story I could follow along with. It was, your voice is incredible, bro. You got a great rap voice, a great melodic voice. You did your thing with the melody. Few notes. I felt like the melody stayed the same for too long, and then when it was finally coming to change, you decided to go with the melody or the beat, or you made the beat go with the melody or your vocal. I don't know which one came first, but whatever it was, that felt like they shouldn't have matched. I felt like you should have changed the melody at least halfway through, maybe even earlier, and changed it a couple times. And I felt like when that hook came in, it should have came in doing something that the guitar wasn't. Also, the guitar, I think, kind of did the same thing for too long, and I feel like maybe it could have dropped out, and you could have had just that little string sound floating right there and do the thing with it, and do the thing, because your voice was strong, the drums were strong. Just had the drums and that like little synth pad or those strings or whatever it was, that softer sound be there, let your voice and the drums carry it, and then you bring that guitar back in the da-na-na-na-na-na, and then have your vocal do something in between that. Instead of going colder heart, it's like it kind of let me down when that hook came in. But other than those little critiques right there, I felt like that was a strong ass song. Pleasantly surprised. Good shit. My guy, Slick the Monster. Good shit. Colder Heart. All right, so did he send another one in? No. Next up, we got Because Everybody Knows, all one word, which I like. And the note says storytelling. Song's called Your Honor. Let's hear it.
For those who can't afford lawyers, those who are abused by the popular and rich, those who are falsely accused, and those who had to take it from a corrupt judge who's fucking the people accusing you. We might not ever get justice, but this song is my revenge. I can't afford lawyers, so the judge and jurors all blamed me. My heart's racing, I'm called crazy by these assholes without a soul hating. This bimbo.
I'm not doing this. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So that joint was weak all around. I didn't like your voice. I didn't like the quality. The production didn't sound good. The intro was a little too long. And overall, yeah, nah, that's just not gonna be for me, and it's not gonna be for anybody in this chat. I think you need to shoot more shots in the gym. Definitely would never tell anybody to hang it up or no shit like that, because at one point, I'm sure I sounded like that or something close to that. But you gotta get some more shots up before you start submitting to shows and trying to get people's opinion. This is probably always gonna be the opinion to get more shots up. I'm just keeping it 1,000 with you. But I do appreciate the bravery for sending that in. Keep sending in shit after you get more shots up. Keep sending shit in, or start sending shit in after you get more shots up. I'll say that. All right. Let's go next. Mark the Kid, mixed by the GOAT. Oh, I know Mark. This is probably something that I recorded or mixed. So let's hear this. Against the World. Y'all got to tell me y'all opinions. All right. Against the World by Mark the Kid.
Right.
Yeah, I recorded this. I can hear it.
Right. Niggas try to count me out, huh? Ever felt I got back up and turned my savage up? Yeah. I was on my own, riding in the rain. They don't know my struggle, bitch. I grew up off of pain, bitch. I grew up off of love. Niggas wanna act like my shit ain't John Blaze. Well, I ain't got some more John Blaze shit. Just know I pray that I make it home safe. Cause where I'm from, niggas spray wet you up, we on the road, they know what's up. I was out here with my niggas, now it's me against the world, It's me against the world, It's me against the world, It's me against the world. Just know I pray that I make it home safe. Cause where I'm from, niggas spray wet you up, we on the road, they know what's up. I was out here with my niggas, now it's me against the world. I'm thugging, made something out of nothing. I've been grinding, they was trying to dim my light. But I've been on the roll and now them niggas know what's up. I was out here trying to bubble like peroxide in the cut. Me and D-Renee, trying to chase a bag, that's a fact. Don't care if niggas hate, can't relate, nigga that's a fact. I was down bad, bounced back, happened overnight. Asking how I knew, I just did, bitch I had to say. Go. It's me against the world. It's me against the world. It's me against the world. Just know I pray that I make it home safe. Cause where I'm from, niggas spray wet you up, we on the road, they know what's up. I was out here with my niggas, now it's me against the world,
Alright, that was Mark the Kid. Somebody said sounds like a Cali dude from Long Beach. I'm pretty sure he is on Cali. Engineering is on point. Appreciate you, thank you. See, I'm not just, when I'm talking about engineering and shit, y'all, I'm not just like talking. I do this for real. Like I know what I'm doing. So and that's not even mix. That's just like, yo, he came and recorded that day and then I put a rough mix on it. But normally my rough mixes sound something like that. You know what I mean? I might have took a little extra time, but that's not mix. But just so y'all know, I'm not just saying, yo, you know what I mean? The mix could be better or whatever like that. And I'm not a nigga that could do it. Like I'm actually a nigga that could mix it. So if you got a song that you need mixed, like while I'm in Virginia doing shit like music review shows, definitely don't feel like weird by hitting me up and being like, yo, can I book you for a mix? Like I'm out here like doing this shit, you know what I mean? So anyway, that was Mark the Kid. I actually like that song. He got a couple other songs that I think I actually like better than that one, but that shit sounded good. I like the weird format of it too. Like it's like it got 3 hooks in that song. I fuck with that, John. But yeah, that's Mark the Kid. King Shinobi, I feel like I know him or he sent something in before. Oh. Yeah, nah, I know him. All right, so we're gonna get into King Shinobi. The song's called Told by King Shinobi. So let's go. Yeah, I'm in VA right now.
Beast on the board.
Why you told, man? Streets know you told.
Yeah, I was birthed in the trenches. The ace on the block, move to serve like it's tennis. Flipping squares, playing Tetris. Bitch, beware, I'm a killer. Zips tucked under the jacket, but this ain't Thriller. Packers come from Virginia, my niggas something to deal with. My wolf and dragons clothed in headshots from the mag, rip his mask, expose them. You was capping in them raps, now your casket closing. In the streets like traffic, get you jammed, you know it. Might explode in the booth, throwing shrapnel. Sergeant in the game, you could charge it to the trap tails. Sitting in the cell, niggas starving, bag full of cell. Rambo in the booth, 50 cal, bag full of shells.
I don't know what you've been told. If I said that I get it, man, that shit gets sold. All these niggas out here telling why them niggas told. Big tech leave you stretched, I just pick up soul. I don't know what you've been told. If I said that I get it, man, that shit gets sold. All these niggas out here telling why them niggas told. Big tech leave you stretched, I just pick up souls. Whoa.
Some niggas don't know what success means. My niggas just growing success seeds. Hoes looking so sexy, stone blowing the best trees. I be eating dinner, we chillin', waiting for check, please. The neck freeze, call it the cold shoulder. I'm sending niggas back to they maker like old posters. The barber said high, we ain't dealing with low voltage. The real stick to your soul, even a low dose.
Damn. I'm mad I gotta turn that joint off. That nigga was going fucking crazy. if you gonna do like underground rap, I feel like that's how it has to sound. Like that's underground. He's from Piranha School, and them niggas is like the new MOP. Not as loud, not as, just, talk about sticking niggas up all the time, but them niggas got like an underground sound. And the person that made that beat is Clint Beast on the boards. And he was like one of my proteges. Like he came up under me. I taught him I didn't teach him how to make beats, but I taught him how to put it together for real. You know what I mean? Not like, hey, hit this button, nah, do this, do that. He was just around me and watched me, and he trained under me. And, he'll tell you, like, he's one of the people that I took under my wing and showed him how to do joints. So shout out to them. Shout out to Piranha School. Shout out to King Shinobi. Shit was dope. I got no notes. The quality sounded good. The beat was hard. You was spitting. The hook was dope. The intro was dope. Like, Told isn't a strong title, but a single word title, you never know which way people are gonna take it. So that sometimes they're just as captivating. So I'm not even mad at the title. It should have something like, it should be like all lowercase or like Told with a period at the end or an exclamation point, something just to draw more attention to it. But other than that, I got zero notes on that. Let's see what's next. South Jersey TK, Honey Bun is next. South Jersey TK. Oh, he sent in one last week. I played on Friday. So let's hear what South Jersey TK got this time around. South Jersey TK, Honey Bun. Let's go. Rough Riders is dope. That's a dope comparison. Nobody's ever mad at that.
Ready? Look, you can look and see I'm different than most of these niggas. I ain't worried about drugs and fucking these women. I'm all about the money and I need a honey bun. I'm always chasing the bag, nigga, I'm never done. And you ain't even gotta hate, I'm trying to motivate. I put this shit in your face so you can see it ain't fake. I've been through what you going through, nigga, I can relate. A lot of these rappers frauds, they lying right to your face. Saying they about this, but they ain't about that. That's why I feel like I'm the realest of rap. I'm independent, no one holding me back. Fuck a hook, I'll continue to rap. It's South Jersey from my hood, I'll be the first on the map. I'm making way more money than you niggas hustling packs. I keep it real with you, nigga, when I'm spitting these raps. 100 grand, little nigga, you ain't never seen that. You ain't never seen that. I'm on go, hop off a plane and do a show. I am that nigga in that for sure, that's for sure. I got some money, but I need more. And I'm still going in. Who else do it like him? It's South Jersey, I go hard for my kids. I held it down when I was down, and now you gotta see me win. I don't know how these niggas hating, but that shit is what it is. I got
to the pin comment, Cali Crunch.
In the ocean. And this ain't bragging, little nigga, this ain't boasting. I can give you game, nigga, I can coach you. I know you young niggas really don't know shit. Motion.
All right, that was South Jersey TK. I'm not gonna lie, the only thing that I ain't really like about that joint was the quality. I feel like the radio voice, like the vocals sound super thin, they sound radio voicey, which I just don't like. It makes it harsh and hard for me to listen to. But the flow was cool. I thought up to a certain point the bars were cool, and then it sounded like you started freestyling. I felt like there was a drop off as far as like the lyrical content goes. And real talk, I thought the intro was a little long, but I was digging the groove of the beat, so I didn't mind it. And I was hoping it came in with as like some shit talking to the ladies, or like talking about a chick or something like that. I was hoping it came in with that, because that's what the vibe felt like from the beat. And then the title Honey Bun is like, okay, he about to talk about like his girl or like some joint he try and get with. And then it came right in and was just like, I ain't talking about bitches, I'm talking about chasing money. And I was just like, damn, everybody talk about chasing money. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people talk about chasing bitches, but I mean, you know, what you gonna do with your money besides like, you know, get bitches? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, of course, provide for your family and all that type of shit, but beyond that, nigga, you know what I mean? It's like, so I just felt like damn, I kind of wanted to hear, I was expecting and wanted to hear some more shit about a joint or something like that. I wanted to hear how, you know, I wanted to hear some game. I wanted to hear some G. And it just didn't give it. So I was expecting that. But then when it was like, all right, we're going to talk about money. Let's hear the getting money. And then, you know, you do your money thing. Like, definitely sound like you getting money. You know, I was hoping that it went a different direction. I guess I kind of expected it to go a different direction because of the title and the style of the beat in the beginning. When somebody says like, yo, check out this song, it's called Honey Bun. And this comes in. I feel like you ain't got no choice but to think that it's about a girl. You know what I mean? So yeah, and somebody asked where to send music. Send music to Nero.fan, DMJR. But it's 9:56, so I'm gonna listen to one more song tonight. I was trying to get through all of them, but y'all kept sending the new shit, so, and I appreciate it. So this is number 60. We got 15 more left, which I guess I'm gonna have to listen to those Friday night. If I didn't get to your song, come back Friday night. Or you can always purchase a skip to jump ahead of the line. But we're gonna go to listen to this last joint. Murder Mike featuring, I feel like I know Murder. Oh yeah, I know Murder Mike. Zig and Zach. Y'all tell me what y'all think, what y'all opinion is. Zig and Zach. Murder Mike featuring Zig and Zach, Still Healing. All right. Come on, Spotify. Why are you acting up, yo? Spotify been acting weird. Spotify. Come on. What you doing? Let's go. Still Healing. All right. Let's do this again. Why is this shit acting like this? I'm here for the stay Friday night. I'll be back Friday night. Yeah, I'll probably go live again Friday night. And this shit is acting up. Still Healing by Murder Mike. We'll try to look this up on Apple. Still Healing by Murder Mike.
They say time heals all our wounds, no, but I'm still healing, really don't know what else can I do, walk a mile up in my shoes, but I'm still healing,
Damn, I need some healing from these freaking demons. Another night I'm going sleepless, staring at these ceilings. Got no hope left for the future, I feel so defeated. It's too late.
Let me just say this real quick. I know Murder Mike, so y'all got to give y'all opinions on this, because I know Murder Mike already. I don't want to sound like biased or anything.
in my shoes, but I'm still healing,
Damn, I need some healing from these freaking demons. Another night I'm going sleepless, staring at these ceilings. Got no hope left for the future, I feel so defeated. It's too late now to try and pick up all these broken pieces. Always stressing, sinking into a deep depression. Now this alcohol is turning into my obsession. Paranoid, I keep that burner on me for protection. Time is supposed to heal us, but I guess I haven't learned my lesson. I don't know what to do, I'm about to lose my mind. I'm trapped inside my room and losing track of time. I'm looking happy in the face, but they don't see the signs. Deep down, cause I'm not okay when really I just say I'm fine. Walk a mile in my sneaks, you wouldn't last a block. So much PTSD seeing all these bodies drop. What happened back in 2016 got me still in shock. Devastated, wonder if this pain will ever stop. I'm just trying.
And that was Still Healing by Murder Mike and Zig and Zach. So y'all will have to let Murder Mike know y'all opinions on that joint. I actually feel like I record a lot of Murder Mike's joints. I don't know if I recorded that. I feel like the vocal was a little too upfront, and I definitely feel like the singing vocal had too much auto-tune on it. I know I wouldn't do that though. That's why I'm questioning if I did it. I wouldn't do that unless I was asked to do it, or if there was no other way to do it. You know what I mean? But I definitely feel like I wouldn't have done that on my own, out of my own free will. But y'all let Murder Mike know what y'all think of that joint. Yeah, let him know in the comments or whatever. I don't think he's in the chat or whatever. But yeah, that was Still Healing by Murder Mike. So I think that is it for the night, man. Make sure y'all are subscribing. If y'all got some music that y'all want heard and y'all want to guarantee it gets heard, y'all see I'm playing joints for at least like 2-3 hours sometimes, depending on if I got the time. Tonight I don't got the time to go longer, I would go longer. But if you definitely want it heard, and I'm gonna skip that because I already heard it. If you definitely want it heard, make sure you hit the skip line. And buy a skip if you cool with waiting and just having it towards the end. Cool, I'm cool with that too. I'm not begging people to buy a skip or no shit like that. You know what I mean? Just trying to make it worth it for everybody. So that is it for the night. That's Don Michael's music review. I gotta come up with a title for the show because I do like doing this, and I do feel like I'm being helpful. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm being helpful. So I want to make sure that I'm helping people and giving like real honest feedback. And that's why I want the people, I'm trying to build a community here of people that are going to give honest feedback, real constructive feedback, not just like trash can emojis or thumbs downs or no shit like that. You know what I mean? Because that don't really help nobody. Like, tell them why it's trash. Tell them why you feel like it's a thumbs down or why you think it's a thumbs up. Like, tell people what you like about shit too. You know what I mean? Not just, yo, this is fire. Like, tell people like, yo, I like this. I like the flow of it. Yo, I like that the subject was different than what I was expecting from the title. Yo, I like the artwork. Yo, I like the music video. Whatever it is, like, just try to be helpful. You know what I mean? Like, try to be valuable for people. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people miss those points or whatever. So anyway, that's it for the night. Make sure y'all like, y'all share, y'all clip it up if y'all got any clips or whatever. I'll leave these joints up on YouTube so you could go back and watch them. And make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all should subscribe to my Patreon. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube right now and you're not subscribed, like, come on. Like, come on, for real. If you're watching on Twitch and you're not subscribed, if you're not subbed up, if you don't at least follow me, like, come on, for real. Like for real. And on IG, same thing. If you just jumping in the live or somebody shared this to you or something like that and you didn't follow me, come on. And if you're on my IG and you do follow me or whatever, but you didn't go to my YouTube and follow me so you could see these shows, because I don't always go live on IG for this, because IG flagged you for playing so much music. So make sure you follow me on YouTube or whatever. And, like, come on. It don't hurt. It don't do nothing to show some support. You know what I mean? Just sub up. Like, stop playing. Like, sub up for real. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Now, I am out here, as you see. I'm out here for the NFL. I'm in Virginia working with NFL Films. We doing Hard Knocks this season. I'm doing the sound. So and this is super rare for me and hasn't happened in over 20 years, but I have to go to sleep for work so I can wake up and go do something for somebody else. It's a crazy time in my life because thought that this part of my life was over. But who could pass up the opportunity to work for the NFL? You know what I mean? So I'm about to go do that. Insightful Panda said 9 more, so close. Well, hey, come back. You could skip and you be first on Friday night. Or, just come back Friday and we get right to you. You know what I mean? 9 songs away. Unless other people skip and then they go and jump in front of you. You know what I mean? So, hopefully for you that doesn't happen. But you say have a good night. Reckless said you just said it. Big Don spot on. I'm not leaving. I'm here because he cool, not personal. Okay. Sub up. You got JOB. I don't know what JOB is. What is JOB? Anyway, you can answer in the chat or whatever. I'm sure I'll see it tomorrow. But right now, I'm out of here. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me tonight. This was fun. It's always fun. That's why I keep doing it. And Monday night is the Cook Up Show where I make beats live on stream and work on my album. If you haven't seen the Cook Up Show, make sure you join the Patreon so you can keep up with the Cook Up Show. And that's it. I'm out of here, y'all. Linktree, all the links, all my music, current shit is out. New shit coming